Hello, investigators, and welcome back to the archives. I am the archivist, and I have dedicated my life to studying the eldritch calamities which plague your world. Now, we will once again today be studying the case of Deep Ones Among Us and the beasts which invaded Arkham after attacking the RMS Morgana. One moment, I'll get some feedback here. Now, I'd like to begin. I'm sorry, one moment, please. There we are. Now, as I was saying, I'd like to begin today's scenario with a short anecdote about the last time I visited your world. I was returning to the Miskatonic University to update them on my findings here in the archives, when I decided to give a brief mentorship to a young student by the name of Alistair. Now, Alistair was a strange student in that his teeth were needle-like, he had very little hair, and he secreted a strange oil-like substance. My initial theory was that Alistair was a Deep One hybrid, but not wishing to discriminate, I mentored him anyway. My suspicions were elevated somewhat a few days into our internship when I woke up and he was attempting to remove my brain with his teeth as an offering to Lord Cthulhu. This piqued my suspicion greatly, although it ultimately turned out he was not a Deep One hybrid, just a very strange student who believed Lord Cthulhu would help him pass his exams. That is the abridged version of the story of what happened to the remainder of my hair. And the morals are twofold. First of all, of course, is not to jump to conclusions. The second of which is that Deep One hybrid or no, most people you meet will probably kill you if given the opportunity. I hope you find that educational or purposeful in any way. Regardless, let us now meet our investigators for tonight. Hello, investigators. How are we all doing? Hello?
Good, thank you.
Good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Now, as before, would you like to give yourself briefly introduce yourself, although I believe we've met all of you before, and the investigators you will be portraying tonight?
Sorry, I didn't see anything that you posted or that. I didn't watch any of that Twitch thing. I didn't know we had to go to the Twitch stream.
Well, it's purely optional. Just a brief anecdote about how a student tried to eat my brain once. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. I am Anthony, and I will be playing William Wilson Richards, not William. I'm the strong one, so I'll be punching things.
Always useful to have around. And next.
It's Pastor Monkey here, Peter, and I will be playing Gloria Goldberg, who I've not played before, and I get clues, so I'm hoping to avoid any combat and see what happens.
Useful.
Clued up.
Hi, my name is Crow. I will play Ursula Dawn, and I'm one that moves very fast, so it's gonna help to try to speed up the investigation.
Undoubtedly. Now, since, as I'm sure you've noticed, there are only three of you, we will be playing by the somewhat controversial house rules today, whereby each of you will be allowed 3 actions per round rather than the traditional 2. Hopefully that will help you avoid death tonight, which is generally the goal. Right, now, without any further ado, let's begin. Let's see. It's been just a week since the RMS Morgana was infiltrated by aquatic beasts and dragged to the ocean floor. Miraculously, the human-like imposters were identified and banished to the sea with the rest of their kind, but still, the thought of imposters such as these being able to blend in amongst humans is profoundly terrifying. Among the survivors is a small band of investigators, researchers and scholars who immediately raced to the Miskatonic University in Arkham to delve into the research of these Deep Ones. At first, it seems this research will be purely historical and theoretical, that is, until an alarming discovery is made. More sightings of the sinister amphibians are being reported, working their way across the country like poison through veins, directly towards Arkham. While most of the aforementioned scholars are fearful of an impending attack, a couple have even more reason to be alarmed. If a Deep One hybrid can be indistinguishable from a human, could it be possible for the hybrids themselves to be unaware of their lineage? The moment they developed this theory, they began to remember strange or distant grandparents, and ominous warnings their parents gave them that never made sense until now. Deal agenda cards to each player in such a way that only one is a Deep One hybrid. Let's see. Deep One hybrid, human, human. Investigators, please each of you draw one card from this deck. And hold Shift and Alt over your card to learn of your potentially morbid family history. Shift and there you are. The Deep One hybrid feels bad for the trouble withholding this information is causing, but they aren't prepared to sacrifice their life regardless of the cause. Sightings of Deep Ones gradually grow more frequent in Arkham. Their behavior grows more aggressive. Soon, an all-out war is being waged in the streets. The surviving members of the Miskatonic University Biology Department frantically study the specimens they've been supplied with, place the lab tile and a wall as indicated. You've been summoned by Dr. Doughtley, one of the leading researchers. Place your investigators here. And a person token to represent the doctor. I'm afraid I've developed a rather upsetting theory, Doughtley tells you, his voice shaking. It seems... There we are. It seems Deep Ones have followed you here across ocean and land from the wreck of the RMS Morgana. Since they don't seem to be pursuing any of the dozens of other survivors across the country, it seems there's something special about all of you. He takes a deep, nervous breath. I believe at least one person in this room is a Deep One hybrid.
Dun, dun, dun.
We've been working tirelessly on means of identification. If you will all come with me, we'll have the imposters identified post-haste, by which point his tone darkens. The poisons will have finished fermenting. He produces a case of syringes from his lab coat pocket. Specialized poisons I developed specifically to kill those beasts. You ask why you shouldn't simply take the poisons now, to which the doctor replies, too dangerous. I haven't had time to refine the formula. It's still very harmful to humans, possibly even fatal. Doughtley motions to guide you to another room, but he's barely moved when a webbed hand smashes through the window behind him, followed by one of the aquatic invaders themselves. Place a Deep One as indicated. Doughtley barely has time to scream before the beast begins tearing him to shreds. Remove this person token. The case goes flying from the doctor's hand. The syringes fall at your feet. After a distrusting look at one another, you all dive for them, each securing one. Each investigator gains a key token, well, more accurately, a custom card in this case, representing the syringe. Instead, to treat syringes as common items in that they may be dropped and traded. You will have to wait until the natural toxins and the poisons have finished fermenting before you can use them. You would be wise to identify the Deep One hybrids by then. The humans will win when all Deep One hybrids have been eliminated. The Deep One hybrids will win if time runs out, or if a human is eliminated. You hope the Deep One strays to the university alone. An investigator in this space may look out the window to find out. Dr. Doughtley's notebook lies open on a counter. It's sure to contain useful information. This door leads to a classroom. This door leads to a communal office connecting this lab to another. And this door leads to the university lobby via an observation room. Investigators, the first investigator phase has begun.
I say the person with gun starts shooting.
A
Yep.
worthy assessment. So let's see.
Most logical thing to do.
So
I will
Miss-
shoot the deep one.
Ms. Downs fires upon the deep one. Seeing movement in the corner of your eye, you spin, draw, shoot from the hip. An observation roll, please, Ursula. 2 is a success.
Observation. Okay.
And a success it is. You catch an opponent sneaking up on you. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage, which is 2.
2. And I guess I will shoot again because I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
He is. Let's see. It's so much easier to shoot the enemy from comfortable distance rather than engaging in unseemly fisticuffs. An agility roll, please. 2 is a success.
Oh, good.
You pass. You brought a gun to a knife fight. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage.
So just another 2.
It lives still on a total health of 4. Remember, you have a third action, Ms. Downs.
I'll shoot again.
You take aim at the figure's legs, hoping to slow its advance. An agility roll, please. 2 is a success.
Great roll.
One of your shots pierces the foot and the other the calf. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage and dies.
Oh, 663.
Good go.
One
Yeah.
down. How many to go?
The next investigator, please.
I'm happy to go next.
You could have. Is there a way to look? That's a bit loud. Why do I lower that now?
The music.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
click the music provider in Discord and you may lower them freely.
Okay. I'll go next if that.
Yes,
If
go
that's
ahead.
okay. I'm probably going to open a door first because before we look at the notebook, just to see what it does. So I'll open the bottom door.
A small observation room lies beyond this door, and beyond that, the university lobby. You open the door to a small observation room, place the observation room tile. There we are. In the corner is a small cabinet for filing research notes. Place a search token. Through the observation window, you can see one of the more visibly mutated Deep One hybrids strapped to a gurney, angrily resisting his restraints with futility. Place a person token as indicated. The room he is secured in is small, and only one investigator may be on the captive's space at any time. This door leads to the university lobby. You may move one space into the explored area.
Okay. I might search the notebooks before I go into the Deep One hybrid captive thing.
Very well, there are many records of previous experiments, the most recent of which being the interrogation of your shark-toothed friend in the other room. It seems the hybrid was caught leaving City Hall after studying the town's census. You wonder if he found what he was looking for. So far, he has resisted interrogation. Gain 1 clue and remove this search token. Gain 1 clue, Ms. Goldberg.
Oh, thank you. Yes, sorry. Right. Wilson Richards, do you want to investigate the hybrid because you could move 1, 2, and I open the bottom door, or do you want to go to a side door?
Oh, I was going to go to the side.
Okay, I'll just move 1 then and wait with the hybrid.
Very well then, Mr. Richards.
Oh yes, I will move here. I'll do this.
Very well. Doughtley's notes could help in your investigation. You rifle through Doughtley's notes. They're mostly on the poison you received. Gain the old journal, which, again, for the purposes of our investigation, is Doughtley's Notes, Volume 3. Here you are. And one clue. An investigator holding the old journal may study it as a free action. I've already given you a clue. Please peek at the back of Doughtley's journal to learn when the poison will be ready. However, it is up to you whether or not you share this information, and up to your colleagues whether they believe you. As before, please hold Shift and Alt to read the journal.
Okay.
Very well then. Your third action, please.
Yep, I'm going to explore.
As you wish. The door on the other side, the corridor on the other side of this door leads to a classroom. A short corridor extends around the corner of the building. Place the hallway 5. And of course, remove this explore token. The carpet is folded over as though disturbed by someone racing through the hall. Place a search token. The door at the other end of the hall leads to a classroom. Place an explore token. You may move one space into the explored area, and you have one remaining movement space should you wish to use it.
This is nothing, or?
Correct, yes, there is a wall there.
Okay.
So you're
I guess I'll
using
move.
remaining movement space, which leads us to our first mythos phase. From outside the broken window in the lab, you hear a rumbling snarl, gradually increasing in volume. No immediate effect.
Phew.
It is the investigator phase once more.
Someone wants to go first?
I didn't know if you wanted to check that out.
Yes, I was planning of going in the room just beside me.
Yes,
Okay.
try to go first.
Yeah, if nobody's going first, I'm gonna go explore here.
Be able to see more of the map.
This door leads to an office shared by this and a neighbouring lab. You enter a small office lined with ceramic tiles. The smell of disinfectant strong in the air. Place the medical office tile. A drug cabinet is mounted to the wall. Place a search token. This door leads to another laboratory. Place an explore token. You may move one space into the explored area.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my special ability after doing an exploration. I can move once more.
Very well.
Going there. My second action, I'm gonna check the cabinet.
You're sure to find useful remedies in the drug cabinet. You find some medicine to use if the deep ones get the better of you. Gain the painkillers common item. Your third action, please, Gloria.
Well, I'm gonna move back here so I can go in the lab on my next round.
Very well. Next, investigator, please.
I'll go. Where you want to go?
No, you go. Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna do some searching. Let's follow the carpet.
The carpet has been disturbed as if by someone racing through the hall. The hallway is dusty, and you can see the spaced out footprints of a person sprinting in formal footwear. More alarming are the prints of large, webbed feet pursuing them. Gain 1 clue. Remove this search token.
How interesting. These
Indeed.
people are webbed. I'm going to slowly walk over here. Do this.
This door leads to a classroom. You enter the spacious lecture hall with rows of seats facing a large chalkboard. Place the classroom.
Got a hand in an assessment.
Indeed. There we are. On one of the tables are some abandoned notes. Place a search token. Someone has written on the globe in the corner of the room. The chalkboard is covered in detailed notes and diagrams explaining how to identify a Deep One and potential signs of a Deep One hybrid. Place an interact token as indicated. An investigator on this space could study the board and learn how to identify a Deep One hybrid. The opposite door leads to the university lobby. You may move 1 space into the explored area. Your third action, please, Mr. Richards.
Yes, please.
Wise. The chalkboard has diagrams of Deep One hybrid anatomy. Could help with identification. You make careful notes of what to look out for. Gain the missing link unique item. There we are.
I think I know this. So,
An investigator holding the missing link may peek at the agenda card of another investigator in their space. However, the notes rely on specific tells, which won't be present in all specimens. Once the missing link has been used, flip the card for the remainder of the game to indicate it cannot be used again.
okay.
The remaining information on the diagrams defy interpretation. Remove this interact token. Now, Ms. Goldberg.
Can I just ask a question about that? So, Wilson was the hybrid. Is it public information, or is it just Wilson that would see the card?
When Wilson uses the missing link, he will look at another investigator's agenda card and tell you.
So if say,
and he may tell you what it says. However, it is up to you whether or not you believe him.
okay, so he could look at me, say I'm normal, and then just lie.
Indeed,
If you want,
he
okay,
could.
if he was, okay, I just wasn't sure if it was then public for him. Okay, cool. Can I interact with the Deep One, please?
I expect he may.
Yes.
The hybrid makes an
careful.
inhuman, rasping, gurgling
Very
sound as you approach. Release me, he snarls. My mission here is beyond your comprehension. As an action, you may ask, what are you doing here? Or, who are the other Deep One hybrids?
I've got an extra action, so I'll ask, what are you doing here?
The hybrid grins, baring his terrifying teeth. We sensed one of our own on the RMS Morgana, the long-lost descendant of an ancient ancestor. Your filthy world isn't worthy of their superior blood. And now your only option is to ask, who are they?
I'll ask, who are they?
I expect you would. The hybrid makes a sinister, rattling, wheezing sound. For a moment you think he's struggling to breathe above water before you realize, with a shudder, that he is laughing at you. You'll know soon enough. Eventually they'll come to realize how insignificant the humans are, and we'll all be leaving. It doesn't seem like you have time to break the captive with conventional means of interrogation, given how long he's been here. It could be that violence is the answer. Investigators may brutalize the hybrid until they get the information they need, but they won't find out if he's prepared to talk until the mythos phase. A player-controlled Deep One hybrid may seek to knock the captive out before he gives them away. Now, without spending an action, your options are to either leave or beat the captive.
I'm probably going to beat the captive. Well, I know it's horrendous and war crimey, but
Indeed.
yeah,
Well,
they're threatening the
desperate
world. So.
times, etc. You launch a punch at a slimy, scaly face. Make a strength check.
What's that noise?
2. Woohoo!
I can just hear you from the other side of the wall, just like smashing this guy.
That is a 1, unless you choose to spend a
I'll
clue
use
token.
a clue, please.
As you wish. You punch furiously and demand the hybrid shares his secrets. The hybrid responds only by snarling through jagged teeth and bloodied lips. Your second action, please, Ms. Goldberg.
I'll beat him again.
Very well. You launch a punch at a slimy, scaly face. Once again, a strength check, please.
What a masochist.
Oh dear.
If I use my final clue, I'll get 1 success. I'll see if that does anything.
Indeed. Again, you punch furiously and demand the hybrid share his secrets, but, as previously stated, you will not find out until the mythos phase. Your third action, please, Ms. Goldberg.
Do you think I've hit him enough? I want to explore. Oh, I can't explore, so I'll bash him one final time.
Very well. Comedy comes in 3, so they say. Once again, a strength check, please.
I really am the wrong person for this.
Sorry.
Hey, no! 2-1-0.
You stagger as you throw your punch. Your fist grazes the hybrid ineffectively. He gives another sinister, wheezing laugh. Which, I believe, leads us to our next mythos phase, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold
I do
on.
like this 3 actions a turn.
Hmm.
It does speed the game up. It's great.
Wilson Richards looks around in a panic. In response to the sound of rapid footsteps racing towards them, they suffer 2 face-down horror. Observation negates.
Is this one? Sorry, I didn't hear who you said.
Wilson Richards.
Wilson Richards. Okay, observation. Observation negates, that's not good.
Go it.
Yeah, got it. Observation is 3.
Which is to say 1 face-down horror.
Ouch. Oh, horror. Yeah. Sounds
Indeed. Wonderful. The captive hybrid still refuses to talk and continues his ghoulish, rattling laugh. And it is the investigator phase once more.
Right. Who would like to go? Because I can go if people have not got anything in their minds.
No, happy. I'm just going to explore the lobby. So
Yeah, same. I'm gonna explore my zone.
Gonna take these, probably. So.
Very well. Who would like to go first?
Go ahead.
Wilson, you go.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna move to this one first.
As you wish.
Wow. And
A
then I'm
student
gonna do
must
that
have
for the
left.
second action.
Yes, a student must have left these notes here after a class. Unfortunately, the notes are from classes in a different department, arcane arts by the looks of them, and are unlikely to help identify the Deep One hybrids, but they might help you fight them. Gain the Shriveling spell. And remove this search token.
Well, what about it?
Your remaining movement space and your third action, please.
Okay.
Very well. Someone has been making notes on this globe. You soon realise the notes written on the globe detail the conditions of the world's oceans, and whether or not they're compatible for deep ones. You're relieved to see that appropriate habitats are few and far between. That explains why the beasts are so territorial. Remove this search token and gain 1 clue.
Curious. Very curious. I'm getting loads of stuff over here, guys.
Next, investigator,
Okay.
please.
Mind if I go?
No problem.
I'm gonna explore the lab here.
Is certainly understandable. The door leads to a laboratory. You enter the second laboratory, place the hidden lab. As indicated.
Just got tense.
Yeah. Watch out, investigators.
Oh yeah, I remember this room.
Some equipment has been damaged. Place a search token. A pile of frantically compiled notes litter the adjoining room. In the middle of a lab is a hastily jury-rigged piece of equipment resembling an electric chair. Place an interact token. You may move... Oh, I beg your pardon. This door leads to the university lobby. Now you may move one space into the explored area.
Okay. I'm gonna move and use my special ability. So I'm going here. And then I'm gonna go here and check the notes.
Very well. Perhaps reading the notes will help you operate the machine in the other room. It seems the owner of this lab was working with Dr. Doubtley on means of eliminating Deep One hybrids without harming humans, specifically in regards to administering the doctor's poison. Gain one clue and remove this search token. You have one movement space remaining, Ms. Goldberg.
Gonna go out. Nothing more to do.
And
Staying there.
finally, our favourite war criminal.
I do feel bad. Can I move one and then explore the lobby?
Very well. You reveal the cavernous lobby of the Miskatonic University. The university's prized dinosaur fossils tower over you. Place the main exhibit tile.
Oh yeah.
Remove
Swear
more tokens. And
it's all coming back to me now.
as you can imagine, a door. The entrance to the university lies across the lobby. Place a sight token. One of the sinister invaders prowls between the feet of the dinosaur. Place a deep one, as indicated.
Oh,
Perhaps the rope surrounding the fossil could be put to more practical use. Place the rope. Unique item. A handful of papers have been scattered here, as though dropped by someone frantically racing through the room. You're startled to see the second lab suddenly plunged into darkness. Place darkness as indicated. You may move one space into the explored area.
It's real tense. Oh, running away.
Very well, I believe that's your third action, correct? So you move, explore. Yes. So is that everyone?
For this space?
Yep.
Yes. Which leads us back to the mythos phase. The investigator with the lowest observation spots a glassy-eyed amphibian. And that is Wilson and Richards. You spot a glassy-eyed amphibian lurking around the corner staring at you, but when you blink, the invader is gone. Wilson, you suffer one face-up horror. Will negates.
Oh man. It's my will. True.
Why? And
Catch that, baby.
successfully negated.
What was that?
2 spaces towards the nearest investigator and attacks.
I need to get the hell out of here.
As the deep one charges you, a wet babbling emerges from its throat. A strength roll, please, Miss Goldberg. 2 is a success.
Uh-oh.
Indeed.
No.
That is not a success, which means the beast overpowers you and starts gnawing at your limbs. You suffer 2 face-up damage.
Face up.
I'm afraid
Right.
so.
1, 2, flip.
A minor
Injury.
and you are disfigured.
Ouch.
Alright. A
Oh,
rather
sure.
unfortunate condition to be in when mutated beasts around you.
Oh dear.
Oh, you were ugly.
I'm afraid so. And now a horror check.
That's okay, you're still beautiful. In some.
Subjective. A half-suggested familiarity causes you to frantically think back over your family tree. A law check, please, Ms. Goldberg. 2 is a success.
Oh, at least I've got 4.
That's very interesting. Oh, let me just think of my genealogy.
Indeed. Success. You are confident you share no bloodline with these monsters. Let's hope your colleagues share your confidence.
Yeah, we'll see.
Unless
It is
See
the
about that.
investigator phase again.
Someone mind if I go first to help poor
Please.
Gloria with the deep one?
Please.
Go for it.
Please.
1, 2,
You can shoot from there, I think.
3.
Maybe.
Yep, I can shoot from here. So I'm gonna shoot the
This
deep
is
one.
you have used your second action, moving a 3rd space. Let's see. Unless you
Yes,
resolve
I know
the
I'm
effect
gonna have.
of this sight token, of course.
Yes,
you
I
can
could
do that
resolve the
because of your
sight
ability.
token. Yeah.
So you would like to do this
After
to
that, I'll shoot.
save a movement space?
Yes, I'll do this.
Very well.
I'll do this, and after that, I'll shoot the deep one.
The cavernous lobby extends in this direction. Beyond the small reception desk lies the building entrance. Place the exhibit entrance tile.
Oh. It's a big old area.
Miraculously overlooked by the prowling beasts, the receptionist cowers underneath her desk. To your left
So
is the
scared.
door to the operating theatre. Beyond that, the door to the library. Some of the footprints by the front door could offer some clues as to who else is in the building with you. These 2 doors lead to a closed-off wing. And around the corner, the stairs to the morgue. Now, that was your first action, Ms. Downs. You now wish to shoot at the deep one?
Yep.
Please.
Bang bang.
I
Seeing
won't
movement.
leave my colleague to die. Unless
Bold.
he's
Noble,
the one.
in fact. Seeing movement in the corner of your eye, you spin, draw, shoot from the hip. An observation roll, please, Ms. Downs. 2 is a success. Success.
Oh yeah.
You catch an opponent sneaking up on you. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage.
2.
Your 3rd action, Ms. Downs.
I'll shoot again.
You bluff going to reload. Your opponent takes the chance to charge. You fire quickly at the off-balance figure. Once again, an agility roll, please. Once again, 2 is a success. Success, which means your feint works. The shots stop your foe dead in its tracks. The monster suffered damage equal to the weapon's damage. It lives.
So he's a...
Next investigator, please.
I'm gonna run in. So that's 1, 2. What's going on?
Help!
3. I got your back, bro.
Your 3rd action.
I mean, not bro, but I got your back.
You should be aware
Yeah,
that
we don't know who's the pro yet.
you have a ranged weapon if you choose to use it, although your lore is of course very low.
Do I have a range weapon? Oh. I do. I haven't even looked at it yet. I haven't even read it. I'm a punch. I'm a mess some people up.
An unarmed attack. You catch
Well,
your
I've got
opponent's
this.
wrist above your head, then pivot, twist, and attempt to throw. An agility roll, please. 2 is a success. And please roll 2 additional dice, so 6 dice in total.
Can I do that with that? Or is that...
That is the function of the brass knuckles,
attacking
yes.
unarmed, yeah. So I get to roll 6.
Indeed. Success! You hurl your opponent to the floor. The monster suffers 3 damage and dies. You have 1
Thank you.
movement space remaining, Mr. Richards.
Wait, I need to say something funny. Don't flip out about that.
Ingenious.
Because he's got flippers. Because he's a hybrid. I
Would
tried.
you care to spend your remaining movement action?
Oh, no? Don't think so.
Very well. In that case, we have... no, I beg your pardon. I believe Ms. Goldberg is yet to take her turn.
Wait, have I got any more turns? Is that it? What? I did 1 moved?
Yes, you moved 3
Attack.
spaces and attacked. You have 1 movement space should you choose to use it.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Okay, I forgot. I only because I played Rita last time. I was like, I thought I could move
Yes,
3.
you are a
Anyway,
traditional character with a movement space of but 2.
never mind.
So Ms.
Unless you
Goldberg,
plan that.
Okay, I will go 1, 2, and speak to the receptionist.
the receptionist huddles under the desk, trembling and holding her head in her hands fearfully. Go away, she hisses. They'll find me. I'm afraid you have nothing to say to the receptionist at this time.
Okay.
You may reconsider your movement action if you wish.
Well, I'll probably go 1, 2.
There's 1 space, yes, but
1.
You are 1 space. 1. Can I get to open the library app, or is that too?
you may.
Much? Yes, can I open the library app, please?
Very well, the
Oh,
door
wait.
leads to the university
can I-
library. Its tomes have already been pored over by frantic scholars, but perhaps there's something they miss. You reveal a small but well-equipped library. Remove this explore token, place the library archives. There we are.
I was gonna do some little bit of role play. I was just gonna.
Would you care to do
I
that
was gonna be
first?
like, Gloria, wait up! I've got information to tell you.
I'll be there soon. I shall be back.
A very
I want to be out of this as quickly as possible.
That's rather suspicious for you getting away from me so quickly.
I've investigated enough haunted areas to know the quicker you do it, the better it is.
very
There is a
immersive.
darkness coming. We need
It
to be speedy.
seems.
Yeah.
It seems you weren't
Maybe
the
it's
only
the
person.
deep one.
It seems you weren't the only person who believed the library might contain Deep One's secrets. Your foes seem to have had the same idea, as the library is on fire. As you open the door, a fireball explodes from the doorway. Place fire as indicated and suffer 1 face-down damage.
I
Oh
didn't
god,
go in.
fire's not fun. Fire is not fun.
Yes,
Do I still
know
take a damage if I didn't go in?
You
Sorry.
did, yes, such is the result of opening the door to a room which is on fire. Considered as a lesson in science, investigators.
Oxygen.
If I shut the door, will that stop the fire spreading?
I'm afraid there is no such thing as shutting a door in Mansions of Madness. The fire cannot have been set that long ago. If you hurry, there's still a good chance the information could be spared. It's a search token. You may move 1 space
And
into
put
the
the fire
explore
out.
area.
I'll put the fire out if that's okay with my
Very
fire.
well. An agility
Agility
roll,
bait.
please.
Oh, I've got 3. Oh, I was meant to get a clue. Is that okay if I do it now at the start of the turn? I have none.
Clue? Oh, yes, of course, because of your ability. Yes, please do.
Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. and I will convert my. Do I need 2 successes to stop a
If
fire?
you put out both flames, yes.
Okay, I'll convert that clue because I'll get another one next round anyway.
Very well, which means you may use your remaining movement space to move over and extinguish the other fire.
Woohoo!
How very expedient.
Although I've fallen over.
Bravo.
Good job.
Yep.
And
He's a firefighter.
I believe that is the investigator turn concluded.
Ursula, I think we need to chat.
One of the aquatic invaders makes their way into the building. Place a deep one as indicated.
Eek.
Oh, damn. Another one.
The deep one moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator and
That's
attacks.
nice.
The hybrid
Web
swings
bastard.
what you think is an old lobster trap at you, shattering the thing across your back and shoulders. Suffer 3 face down damage. Ms. Downs 2 strength negates.
Aye, aye.
A perfect roll will of
Only have
course
to
be
body block
required.
for you.
Nice.
I'm gonna spend 1 clue.
Brass knuckles are
Right
amazing.
on.
Very well. And
I said
now,
that
of
was
course,
a strong fish crate.
and now a horror check for Ms. Downs and Mr. Richards. You notice the oddly slick sheen of the deep one's flesh as its bulging eyes turn towards you. It blinks twice, once with its normal eyelids and again with another translucent pair. Suffer 2 face up horror will negates.
Ooh, darn. There goes my last clue.
How many? What negates?
2 face
How
up
many?
horror.
Ah, minor chunk.
A minor
I
shot.
am not taking any horror, thank you.
Very well. And Mr. Richards spends a
You don't
token.
scare me, you webbed bastard.
So it seems it is the investigator phase once more.
Let me look at this spell quickly, because I haven't actually looked at it.
Might want to hit the deep one.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I go first? That'd be alright.
Assuming that's okay
I'm
with
just
your
going to be
colleagues.
searching the. I'm just going to be searching the papers. So
Okay. I will use shivering. My spell.
Shriveling spell. You're attacking the deep one. You
Yeah.
struggle to contort your hands into the appropriate arcane gestures. Excuse me. An agility roll, please, Mr. Richards. 2 is a success.
That's a success.
Your hand suddenly frees in place and a jolt of black lightning leaps towards your enemy. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage. For a total of 3 damage. Please flip your shriveling spell. Mr.
Oh, I have
Richards.
to flip it. Oh, that's not good.
Yes, please.
with magic comes.
You feel for a moment as if the strange boils and lesions have taken hold of your brain. Suffer 1 face down horror. Its power.
Nothing
always-
negates.
Nothing negates.
Right.
Power comes at a price, Mr. Richards.
Fun times.
And here's your new shriveling spell.
Oh, I get a new one each time, don't I? Cool.
Indeed.
Right, that's risky. I'm not going to take that again. I will. Second action, I'm going to actually pick up that rope.
It is not currently on your space.
Oh, that's annoying. What's that?
These are scattered papers.
Okay. I'm gonna shout, "Shoot it!" and then I'm gonna pick that paper up and have a look through this.
How very helpful of you. Looking through the notes, you find no relevance to the town's current dilemma. Either whomever drops these notes had a very elaborate plan before being attacked, or they simply wished to discard some useless papers and didn't have time to find a bin. You optimistically choose to believe the latter. Gain 1 clue, remove this search token. Your third action, please, Mr. Richards.
Now, do I use my spell again? Risk harming myself. I'll cast a spell again.
Very well. Energy cracks and snaps between your fingers as your hex begins to take shape. A lore roll, please. 2 is a success.
That's great.
Not your strong suit, indeed. I just realised you should be focused as per your ability, as you no doubt suffered a horror check.
Oh yeah.
And you have passed. Eldritch lightning springs from your hands in jagged arcs. The monster and another monster within range each suffer damage equal to the spell's damage. There is of course no other monster in range, so far as you know. The deep one dies. Please flip your shriveling spell.
Yay!
I won't have to fight them in my room.
Your enemy's flesh ripples and peels open. The monster suffers 1 additional damage, then you suffer 1 face down horror. Oh dear.
Ooh, you're...
Ouch.
Useless trade-off if
got
there
anything
ever
that
was.
heals?
Yeah. I am gonna say that I don't want this spell anymore.
Regardless, you still must
Someone else
suffer this
take it.
1 face down horror, of course. Yeah. And now, see, I believe that was the first investigator. Who would like to go next?
I would like. I'm gonna take the rope.
I have. Oh man, I want the rope. Do you want the spell? You much better the spell.
Okay.
Take the spell.
Well, we still don't know who's the hybrid yet among us.
What if it's you?
I trust Ursula. I think I trust you at the moment. Yeah, because Wilson was doing some spell stuff, so I think you should keep the
And
rope.
she doesn't want to talk. My influence is
I have this,
not too
so I
high.
can find out whoever you are.
What was this again?
Those are footprints coming into the building.
Okay. Theater. 1, 2. I'm gonna go
Very
check
well,
in here if
several
we can
specimens
find
have been
more
brought to the university since the deep ones were first spotted in Arkham. Hopefully some helpful autopsies have been performed. The room is chilled and sterile. The gleam of polished tiles greets you as you open the door. Place to the operating theatre. Indeed. Let's see. The body of a deep one lies on the operating table, its chest opened up.
Aha!
A tray of medical tools can be found next to the table. A cabinet full of medicine is mounted to the wall. You may move
What?
1 space
was this?
into the explored area.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my special ability to move here.
Very well.
Okay, that was medical equipment?
Correct.
And this?
The remedies in this cabinet are powerful and potentially dangerous. That is why it is locked.
Okay, lock cabinet. I'm gonna check the deep one body. Maybe I can have some indication.
Well, the gruesome scene of the dissected beast makes your stomach churn. Unfortunately, gleaning information from the exposed alien organs is somewhat outside your skill set. However, you do think of a more outlandish use for the corpse. You fill your hands with deep one innards, gain the forensic evidence unique item.
Hmm.
You know what? The organs could serve as a very gruesome threat. An investigator holding the forensic evidence may spend an action to move all Deep Ones, not Deep One hybrids, within range up to 3 spaces, after which the forensic evidence must be discarded.
Okay. So if I'm surrounded, it's 1 use.
Now, Ms. Goldberg.
Right,
I could really
I
use
would.
a drink.
I'll come and join you in a sec. I'm going to do the library archive search, please.
Very well. Once the fire has now been extinguished, which means you may search the shelves for any documents that survived. Unfortunately, it seems your foes were successful in destroying records of their species, but you do find something that could be useful. Gain the Tome of Horrors.
Why do other people get nice things and I get something called a Tome of Horrors?
I suspect because you're in the
It's a nice
library.
book. It's a nice book. It's fine.
Yeah, I kind of like no. Right,
Your second
1,
action,
2.
please.
Where are you going next round, Wilson? 'Cause I'm like,
I am looking to meet up with you. So where? You can move 2, right? 1,
Yeah.
2.
And I was thinking 1, 2. If I go over here, then you can come in 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, yeah. You can
Will I
move.
be able
You
to
can
get
meet
to
me.
you? Okay.
Yeah, because you can. Yeah, it'll take you 2 of your actions, but you can get to me then,
Okay.
and then I can explore. Or, yeah.
Very well. That leads us swiftly along to our next mythos phase. A patrolling Deep One spits a viscous black liquid at Ursula Downs, who notices with mere seconds to react.
No!
Ursula, you suffer 2 damage. Agility negates.
See how agile you are.
Oh my,
Oops.
2 face up
Fail.
damage, and I'm afraid you also become poisoned.
Oops.
Oh no, poison is not good.
Word to the wise investigators, if a Deep One spits something at you, it is wise to move.
And I become stressed also.
Oh dear.
I mean, yeah. That's gonna do it.
I would
Now
also
we're
be stressed
stressed
under these
out.
circumstances.
Ow. After you uncover it.
Despite
Oh,
no
darn.
heat, despite no heat being applied to them, the formula in the syringes begins to bubble and boil. Each investigator holding a poison syringe, which is to say all of you, must pass a will check of 2. Will rolls, please, investigators.
Ah, crap.
That's not
Right.
good.
The boiling is a good sign, people. The boiling is
Made
a
it.
good sign. How many would you have? I have 1.
2. So, Miss Goldberg, you managed to hold on to your syringe, but Miss Downs and Mr. Richards, you drop yours in your spaces.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
And yet, you unfortunately did not react. Now, I recommend an oven glove next time. Once you believe the poison is ready, you may do.
Boiling is good.
Once you believe the poison is ready, you may do any of the following. Inject yourself to prove you're human, running the risk of serious injury and possibly even death. You may inject a monster to kill it instantly. Inject the captive to test the poison's potency. Or inject another investigator on your space who you suspect of being a Deep One hybrid. If the suspect does not consent to being injected, then a third investigator must be on the space who agrees to restrain them. So
I have notes about this, guys.
Must be reached, apparently.
Yeah.
It is the investigator phase.
May I go
Come
first?
to me. We'll talk about it.
Yes,
go
yep,
first?
no problem. Off you go.
I'm gonna take back my syringe. And I'm gonna check the medical equipment.
Very well, you don't plan on performing surgery in the near future, but the tools may still be useful. The sick irony is not lost on you as you take a tool intended for healing with the intention of inflicting harm. Remove this search token and gain the scalpel common item.
It's got a knife.
Your third action, please, Ms. Downs.
I'm gonna move here and check the cabinet. I'm
Wonderful.
poisoned. I'm looking for a cure.
Good luck.
Next, investigator, please.
Wilson, do you want to go next? Pick up your
Need
items
some
and cards.
antidotes.
It's a safe
Can I go? Yeah.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
have
pick this up.
I think I have to check my poison. Yes. At the end of your turn, suffer 1 face down damage and flip this card.
Yes, correct.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Let's resolve that quickly. A dendrotoxin. You feel a sharp pain on the back of your head. Your lips go numb. A will roll, please.
Oh,
Okay.
good luck.
Ooh,
Oh,
just
yeah.
about. You struggle to
No,
stay
I still
orientated as you
I
eject.
was stressed also, so I would lose 1 die like this.
No, that
Oh,
only
man.
applies if you spend clue tokens.
Okay.
So yes, this is indeed success.
Safe. She's safe.
Phew.
So you down to 3 now, I think. 'Cause you've got 4.
Yep, you're right.
Oh my god, we are getting. We're not even fighting that many, and we're getting hurt.
Yeah, we're getting ruined.
Indeed.
Who's
see.
got bandages?
Not me. I've
Bandage
got the bandages. Over them.
Yeah,
I'm going to heal
you might-
myself in a bit. Woohoo. Oh no, Ursula, I'll come on. After I've
Whoever's
done my
got the
turn.
lowest health, but you both got the same health, so
Yeah.
in total, I mean. But
Yeah.
Next
Anyway,
investigator, then, please.
I've not finished, I don't think.
Yeah, you just start. Yeah, so you picked up your first, I think.
Yeah.
You have
Is that an
picked up
action
the
picking up?
poison.
Is
It
that an action
yes.
picking up an item?
You have 2 actions remaining, Mr. Richards.
Okay, have you gone yet?
It
Gloria.
is your turn, Wilson.
No, I haven't. I'm waiting for you. No, I'm waiting for you because I think if you move
Okay,
to my
then
square, I
you're-
can then give you the whiskey.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
cool. So I'll have to move 1, 2.
Mhm.
I'm gonna wave at the. It's gonna be okay. And then I'm gonna wave across. And then
The
I'm gonna move
receptionist
here.
once again asks you to leave her alone.
Need a step drink. Give me that whiskey, please.
Very well, over to you then, Ms. Goldberg.
Okay. Right. Okay. I shall. First action. I shall give you the whiskey. So I'm just going to move it across.
Yeah, can I give my notes
Oh yeah, that's a
may,
good idea. Should we
yes.
swap?
in exchange? Yeah, look, I had some notes to show you. Thank you for the whiskey.
They can go well with my necromantic, my Tomb of Horrors. Okay.
Well, would you like to trade any other items?
Oh, I'd probably need to use the bandages myself. Or give it to Ursula. And
Yeah, I'm
then
good
we'll.
with bandages.
Cool. Right. Okay.
Do you
I
want
think
a
that's it.
spell? Are you better with spells? You've got better lore than me.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take your
What's the Tomb of Horrors? How does that work?
The Tome of Horrors, let's have a look. When you suffer 1 or more horror during a horror check, you gain 1 clue.
And then you flip it.
Nope, it may be used as many times as you wish.
Oh, okay. Did you? Yeah, I don't know. It's up to, do you want a range spell so you don't have to get clobbered by some people, or?
If you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should take.
I'll take the because you've got the brass knuckles, haven't you? Yeah, I'll take the thing.
I'll take that.
Okay. Right. For my second action, could I explore the one I'm next to, please?
You certainly may. The door leads to an abandoned wing of the university, now used for long-term storage. You open the door to the gloomy and ill-organised storage room. Cobweb-covered crates surround you. Place the Exhibit 3 tile and remove all explore tokens.
That's good because I almost moved down one to explore it, so that would have been a waste of a move.
What have you found? What is this?
There are many relics and artifacts stored in this room. One of the boxes has a net thrown over it for security. Place the fishing net. On the other side of the room are two corpses. One is a mutated Deep One hybrid, the other a colleague who works at the university. They seemingly beat each other to death with whatever they have to hand. They are both grasping a strange stone idol. On the wall, a fuse box has been mounted. It has been sabotaged for some reason. On the opposite side of the room is the door to the vault for more dangerous or desirable artifacts. You may move one space into the explored area.
I will do that, and then for my third action, I will pick up the net.
As you wish.
So
Now,
I'm the only one that hasn't got anything that can hold people.
Ms. Downs.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna check my luck cabinet.
Very well. The remedies in this cabinet are powerful and potentially dangerous, which is why it is locked. You turn the dials on the lock, attempting to determine the combination. You are attempting a puzzle using your observation. Just to say 4, please turn your attention to the stream. Here we are.
Buffering.
Be a slight delay. Let me know when you can see that.
I see it now.
Mine's not loading. I have to reload it.
Okay.
I trust you're all familiar with this manner of puzzle.
Yep.
Is this the number one that we did?
Indeed, you must attempt to deduce the correct combination as a 5-digit
So-
code.
I'll start with O1.
1 1 1 1 1. 2 are correct.
L2.
2 2 2 2 2. 0 are correct.
L3.
1
you need to put-
is correct.
Okay, so you've got 2 1s and a 3.
Indeed.
Okay. So
Do 2 1s and a 3 and a 4.
okay. So we have 2 1, 2 4, and 1 3. Okay. Put 2 1 and 3 2.
1 1 2 2 2. Neither one is in the correct position.
Okay, good. Okay, next.
That is your first action. I assume you'd like to use your second action now.
Yep. Same thing with 2 4s and 3 2.
4 4 2 2 2. 1 is in the correct position. 1 is not.
Okay. 3 2 and 2 1.
2 2 2 1 1. 1 is in the correct position. 1 is not.
Okay. So 2 2 1 2 1.
2 2 1 2 1. 1 is in the correct position. 1 is not.
Okay. So
What was the first one that we got?
Your first attempt was all 1s. Yielded 2 correct.
we have so the ones are in the last places. Can you scroll down? Okay, 2 2 2.
1s are in the last place.
Okay, okay. The 2 1s will be in the fourth and third and fourth position. The ones go there. So I'm gonna try 4 3 1 1 4.
Congratulations, that is the correct
Nice.
combination.
Good work.
Good deductions, Holmes.
With a click, the
Thank you.
cabinet slides open. You select a remedy that will help you in battle. Gain the sedatives common item.
Oh, that's useful for you.
and remove this search token. Your third action, please, Ms. Downs.
Oh, good. And my
just
other
get ready.
action, well,
Yeah,
coming
it's a
out.
good shout.
As you wish.
Hey,
And
how are you?
I believe that is everyone, correct?
Yes.
Well then.
I've just given the notes to whatever her name is.
The investigator with the lowest will cries out in alarm.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out why when we determine who that is. It is a tie between Ursula Downs and Wilson Richards, so will each of you please draw a card from the deck? The deck of fate, you may choose to call it. Oh dear, Miss Downs, I'm afraid a webbed hand has smashed through the floor at your feet and grabbed your ankle, pulling you through the gap created. Miss Downs, you suffer 2 face-up horror. Strength negates.
God, what is happening?
And I'm afraid, since you suffered 1 or more horror, please flip your horror first of all. Steely resolve, become focused. Congratulations. However, as I was saying, you are also, I'm sorry to say, restrained.
That just means you can't move, right?
Indeed. With a crash, the front door flies off its hinges and a lumbering beast crouches through the empty doorway. Place a hunting deep one as indicated. You can tell it's the same species as the other amphibians, but it's different. This monster is 4 times bigger than the others, its body covered in scales that shine like polished metal. You can tell the beast will be almost impossible to slay, but it also appears to be slow and inattentive. You'd best either avoid it or use a syringe of Doughtley's poison. From outside you hear gurgling, inhuman voices chanting, "Protect the children, hide the children! Protect the children, hide the children!" The hunting deep one senses the will of the one it came to protect. Will all investigators please apply their blindfolds?
How do we do that?
B key,
Press
please.
Sorry, E, did you say?
B for blindfold.
B.
B, oh, sorry.
Now,
I've got my
will
blindfold
the
on.
deep one hybrid please remove their blindfold and move the hunting deep one up to 2 spaces where it will attack anyone in its space. We will give them some time to do that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remove your blindfolds, please. Yeah, well, it seems to have moved away. Now, nope. I was looking at Ms. Downs, no offence. Yes, it has moved to attack Ms. Goldberg. Which, of course, it does. With an ear-splitting roar, the monster brings its fist smashing down upon you. Ms. Goldberg, you suffer 1 face-up damage. Agility negates.
Agility, I've got 3 for that. 2, 3.
Get out of there!
So you have suffered no damage. However, I'm afraid because of that, the furious attack has instead devastated the university floor. There is 2 rubble in your space. Those of you who don't know, rubble will keep you from performing any search, interact, or explore actions, which will not bother you so much. But for future reference, rubble can be destroyed with a strength roll.
Can I still stab it with the potion thing?
You certainly may, yes.
No, you've got
However,
the thingy. I gave you the notes, remember?
yes, the notes will tell you if the poisons are ready or not. However, you may attempt whenever you choose.
But what I mean is I can use it to kill it though, can't I?
If it's
No,
ready,
they're not
yes.
ready. If you read the notes,
Alright,
just press the whole shift and all.
okay.
Well, assuming you're satisfied with the current potency of the poison, let us resolve the horror check. This applies only to Miss Goldberg. The fact that creatures like this exist fills you with dreadful thoughts of what else might lurk in the ocean depths. Miss Goldberg, you suffer 2 face-down horror. Law negates.
Law 4. And I'll use my clue.
And horror negated. Which leads us swiftly along to our investigator phase.
Okay.
So, investigators, do you believe Miss Goldberg is a sorry victim here, or was this a staged attack?
So,
It's really hard to tell.
do we know what colour it is at the moment?
Colour?
Of the poison?
The poison is yet to change colour.
Okay,
Boiling,
cool.
it's boiling.
The last factor of the poison, yes, was that it began to boil.
It's not ready, see, it's not ready. I'd like to go. Please. Unless anyone else wants to.
As long as your action is to come and help me, then yes.
I mean, I was going to neck my whiskey, but. You need to run, I'm not fighting that thing.
Okay, you can go.
Have you had a turn yet?
So far, no one has had a turn.
No, you can go first.
Okay, no, I think, Gloria, I think you should go. You need to run out there, because you can't fight it. He said when it came in.
Oh yeah.
Impossible to slay were my exact words.
Can I go 1, 2, and investigate the room?
Assuming you can pass an evade check.
Yes, what's my evade check, please?
Evading the clumsy beast is not challenging, but being so close to the monster seems very dangerous. Suffer 2 face-up damage unless you move your investigator 1 space and end your action.
Can I quickly say something? Because I said run, like as in run towards me, and you run away.
Oh no!
So,
I was trying to run to the room.
Suspicious of you.
I was running to the room. There's a nice room there. I've fallen over.
Ms. Goldberg, your options once again are to either suffer 2 face-up damage or move your investigator 1 space and end your action.
I can't.
You gotta move.
I've got to move, but I've got. Okay, so.
Mind you, you will have 2 following actions since you intend to move. The only
I'm gonna change my. I'm gonna go 1, 2.
That is the same
I'll take
space.
2. Is it 2 face-up horror? Did you? Oh, sorry. Is that 1 space? Yeah. So 1.
That's 1 space, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
You going this way or this way?
I'll go this way. The more the merrier. By the footprints. 1, 2. I take. Is it 2 face-up or down horror? Sorry.
If you choose to, I mean, I would recommend you simply move 1 space because you're only giving up 1 movement space.
Oh, but I thought it ends my turn.
Your action is what it ends.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll move 1. Sorry, I thought it ended my turn.
Ending your action. Now your second action, please.
Will be
Don't move anymore.
It's going to be to use the bandages.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
Wise. Very well. Please discard the bandages and your 2 face down of damage.
Okay. Then I get 1 more turn, don't I?
Action, correct.
Yeah.
Action.
I'd like to stay with me, please. That's what I'm asking.
Or I can use. Can I? This thing that's. I can do a C though, can't I, at the morgue? That'll use up my final one.
You may, or not an action.
Yes.
Sight interaction.
I'll do the sight interaction.
The sight leads. The stairs lead down to the cold and eerie morgue. There we are. That was easy.
I feel a bit happier now I've used my bandages, to be honest. I was getting very
I mean,
close.
we was going to use them on Ursula, but...
And there is also an explore token at the bottom of the stairs.
While this was all happening, I'm just staring at Gloria. I'm just looking, not in a weird way. I'm just assessing.
Your third action, please, Gloria.
I will walk to those stairs there. Then 1, 2. Let's get away from this thing.
I think that's just 1.
Is it just 1?
Oh,
I can't do anything.
There is a separate space here.
Ah, is that a separate space? Okay.
Next investigator, please.
I am gonna say wait for me. And go 1, 2. It's a move action, and then I'm gonna chug my whiskey.
Very well. Please flip your whiskey card.
Chugging it. So I go chug, 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 and then I smash part of it on the floor.
Naturally. And remove 2 face down horror.
Yes. It doesn't matter, I can just pick randomly, can't I?
Indeed. Although the traditional way is to shuffle, but since you don't know where any of those are, I will allow it.
Oh, okay.
Your third action, please.
I am going to... I'm just going to be like, oh, that's better, that's better. And I'm going to look at Gloria, and I'm going to do that.
Use your missing link card. Very well. Please peek at Ms. Goldberg's agenda card.
Okay. Okay.
So are we getting Ursula then?
Okay.
So it's my turn?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Since I cannot move, there's not much I can do besides using my painkiller, getting rid of 1 and 1, and I cannot move, so that's it.
Oh, unfortunate. There's not much else you can do, I suppose.
Nope.
Very well. You forfeit your remaining actions, I'm afraid. The next mythos phase is upon us. In the syringes, the poison stops bubbling. Another of the foul beasts leaps from the shadows, swinging a webbed fist at you. The investigator with the lowest law... 4, and I'm afraid it is Mr. Richards. You suffer 2 face-up damage. Agility negates.
Me, yeah?
Indeed.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well negated. The Deep One prowls the university corridor, eventually coming to a rest here.
Right in my path.
The hunting Deep One senses the will of the one it came to protect. Once again, blindfolds on, please, investigators. And now, Deep One Hybrid, please remove your blindfold and move the hunting Deep One up to 2 spaces. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, one of our viewers has mistakenly identified the effigy of Cthulhu as adorable rather than fearsome and blood-curdling.
Can we take off our blindfolds?
Yes, please do.
Yeah, when the timer finishes.
Let's see, it appears the hunting Deep One has moved into a defensive formation.
That's not fun.
Indeed. And it has found no investigators. The non-hunting Deep One moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator, as all investigators are an equal distance away. Let's allow all investigators to draw a card in the interest of fairness. All investigators, please draw a card. The Deep One will move towards whomever draws the lowest card. The Deep One moves towards Ms. Goldberg and attacks the investigator in its space, who has suffered the most damage. Which I'm afraid is Ms. Goldberg. The monster attacks.
Darn.
The hybrid bellows and swings a rusted length of pipe at your head. Ms. Goldberg, an agility test, please. 2 is a success. Oh my.
No.
You fail, which means you stumble and backwards, and the pipe grazes your scalp. Suffer 1 face down damage and become stunned. For clarity, given the special rules we're using, stunned does as it says on the card, which means you may perform only a single action rather than 1 fewer actions. Have you suffered 1 damage, Gloria?
Oh, sorry, I took one.
You have, excellent, yes. Which means it is now time for a horror check. Unsurprisingly, the hunting deep one is the most fearsome creature in the university at this moment. The fact that creatures like this exist fill you with dreadful thoughts of what else might lurk in the ocean depths. Everyone suffers 2 face-down horror. Lore negates.
Lore.
I get a clue, right?
Once you have resolved the horror check, if that is your ability.
Oh, lore negate. Sorry.
Drat.
I failed by 1.
Gonna use my fuck yous.
Very well. Remember, you are negating face down horror, so it seems everyone suffers 1 face down horror.
Okay.
And now it is the investigator phase again.
Okay, can I go first?
If that's alright with your colleagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Ursula. Ursula, come over here.
1, 2, 3. Okay, is the poison ready?
What did you say? It boiled and it would. What did it do?
The last action from the poisons was that it stopped boiling.
It stopped boiling. I don't think it's turned. Yeah, I don't think it's turned to a colour. Is that what you're telling us?
Oh, well.
So far as we know, the poison has not changed colour. No.
Okay, it's not quite ready. It's not quite ready.
Right, well, your
Then
third
I'm
action.
gonna attack.
Now that you're all here, even though we've got this big thing, am I allowed to say what I'd like to say?
You may say whatever you please.
Yes.
I have been getting some tells from Gloria, and I believe Gloria is a hybrid.
Well, I don't believe that because you've looked at my card and you know I'm not. So that, to quote the people from Oasis, that makes you sus. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's you, Wilson, because you tried to send the deep one on poor Gloria.
And you keep on. You've been casting aspersions. Have you noticed? I keep on casting aspersions at people from the start, whereas we've just been trying.
Okay, Gloria, do you want to help me
Yes, I would like to. Yes, please.
And as my last action, I'm gonna inject him with my syringe.
Very well.
Why would he agree?
You will, of course.
The syringe isn't ready. I'm gonna die.
You will first, of course, have to pass an evade check against the deep one. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yep.
Very well. Ms.
Not
Downs,
me.
the deep one
Hybrid,
swings a single heavy fist aimed at your ribs. An agility roll, please. 2 is a success.
Is that? Do I have to roll that or not?
No, this is Ms. Downs evading the deep one. You pass. You dive out of the way.
Great work.
And for a third action, you wish to inject Mr. Richards. Yes.
Yes.
Very well.
Fight that.
Investigator
It's
ejected.
not me. It's not me.
The investigator winces as the poison is pumping into them. They become poisoned, but suffer no further damage. The poison is not ready.
Ah, drat.
Ooh. I've got a net though. Can I just restrain them with my net? Okay, I think we might have to choose cards to who goes next. I think because Wilson, you'll probably, as a hybrid, want to go and run away or attack us or something.
Yep.
Mr. Richards, would you like to contest Gloria's wish to go next?
Yeah.
Well then, both of you, please draw cards. And the lower card will be the first to go. So, go ahead then, Mr. Richards.
Darn.
Right. So what's the situation right now?
Well, you have been poisoned, and your colleagues seem to believe you are a Deep One hybrid. For clarity, Mr. Richards, are you a Deep One hybrid?
I'm not a deep one, but I can't prove it because the thingy's not ready. I'm not a deep one. I'm telling you, it's Gloria because it was given to me.
Isn't that what a deep one would say?
A valid point indeed. Regardless of your species, Mr. Richards, your first action, please. Bearing in mind,
I'm trying to work that out.
If it is not to fight the Deep One, you will have to evade it.
I'm going to fight the deep one because he's right on my face. So can we deal with this, please?
Fighting the Deep One unarmed, I assume.
Yeah.
You challenge your enemy to fisticuffs. Your foe pauses, sizing you up. An influence roll, please. +2 dice. Of course, 2 is a success. So 6 dice in total. Success. And roll 2 extra dice if you suffer 3 or more damage. You have not, which means you take advantage of the momentary confusion. Deliver a powerful swing to the head. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result. So, would you like to spend your focus? You use focus, meaning the monster suffers a total of 5 damage, and with one fell swoop, it dies.
I just
say hybrids know how to hurt each other.
I Hulk smash that.
Your second action, please.
I'm not a deep one. Smash, 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 smash.
Your second action, please, Mr. Richards.
Second action, right? Oh man, it's really hard to look. I'm not a deep one, guys. I'm not a deep one, but I don't know how to prove that. If I run away, it's going to be suspicious.
The hunting deep one was right between me and you, Watson, and it didn't came to attack me or you. It went straight to Gloria. So I'm pretty sure Gloria is human, I'm human, and you're the deep one.
No, listen. But tactically, he would have done that to make it look that he's not suspicious. The smart move would be if you were the deep one to bring it to you, because then you'll be suspected of someone else. Because no one would send it to themselves,
there is some truth to that.
You make sense,
but you're still the deep one.
Can I take people's stuff off of them?
You may attempt a theft action. Yes, you need only beat them in a roll of strength, agility, or observation.
Okay, first, right, Ursula, I would really like your rope so that I can restrain Gloria, please. So I'm going to ask first. Will you give me the rope so I can restrain Gloria?
Ursula?
No, I still think you're the deep one. Sorry about that.
Well
then I will steal the rope from Gloria.
Very well. Wilson, do you wish to use your strength, agility, or observation?
I want to use my strength against Ursula.
Wise. Each of you please roll dice equal to your strength. Mr. Richards, for each success you roll greater than your foe, you may steal 1 item.
Good roll, Ursula. He's got so many.
You have rolled equal. You may spend clue tokens if you wish.
I will spend the clue token.
Then you may steal 1 item.
There you go.
Have the rope.
Very well. Your third action, please,
Give
Mr.
me
Richards.
that. I will use my rope on Mr. The other one. Gloria.
Miss Goldberg? Well then, please make a strength roll. 2 is a success. And a success it is, which means Gloria is bound in rope, meaning she cannot move until such a time as she passes an agility roll of 2 or higher.
Yep.
I beg your pardon, if anyone in your space passes such a roll.
Okay.
And now, Gloria, your first action, please.
Can I use my net on Wilson?
You may. An observation roll, if so.
I can't move, but so I can use my. I can throw my net on him. Right.
You
I'd
may.
like to throw my net on Wilson.
Well then, an observation roll, please.
Observation. Oh, I get a clue at the start of my turn. Sorry, I don't want to forget that. So that's observations 4, 2, 3, 4.
I'm afraid that is a failure.
Can I do it again?
You certainly may.
1, 2, 3,
So
4.
roll again as well.
You do not roll, Mr. Richards.
And then I'm going to do it one more time.
And for your third action, a final attempt.
Why not roll into matches thingy?
This is not a theft action, this is an action to restrain you with a fishing net, much like your own rope. And this is a success, meaning you too are bound in place.
If I had a spare
We're all
action,
stuck together.
Yeah.
I also need to do this, don't I?
You're poisoned, yes. Please suffer 1 face down damage and flip your poisoned card. Neurotoxin. Spots and visions appear before you as the venom reaches your brain. An observation roll, please. That is a failure, I'm afraid. Unless he spends 2 clue tokens.
Yeah.
Which means it is a pass. You managed to keep your wits about you while administering the anti-venom. You are poisoned. No more.
I also get 1 back because of this.
This was not.
I've realised I've made a mistake,
a
everybody. Sorry, I was stunned, so I can only perform one action.
Ah, so you are, yes. Which means, of course...
So I thought I'd own up now.
How very noble of you. Which
really
means Mr. Richards...
how to rewind that.
Mr. Richards is not restrained.
Okay.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait, I used my clues, so I can get both clues back. I have 3. There we go.
I beg your pardon, why would you get both clues back?
That was for your poison,
Because...
wasn't it?
No, it wasn't for the poison. Was it?
Yeah.
Your tome
Well,
of
it was for the
horrors,
restraint.
your tome of horrors gives you a clue when passing a horror check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, Ursula, I did my best.
Indeed. Well, I believe that's everyone, which means it is now our next mythos phase.
Oh, darn.
The poisons slowly change colour until they are a deep blood red. The investigators with the poison syringe, who has the lowest observation, let's see who that is, 4 and 3, so Mr. Richards is approached by a peculiar deep one. They're barely half the size of the others you've seen. Their limbs are frail and thin. You can't imagine it poses any serious threat, and as it turns out, you are correct. The deep one leaps at you, climbing over your body and frisking you uncomfortably. The investigator throws the miniature beast aside, realizing too late that the treacherous amphibian holds your syringe. Remove the investigator's syringe from the table and place a deep one in their space. The hunting deep one senses the will of the one it came to protect. Remember, deep one hybrid, these 2 spaces are adjoining one another should you wish to attack your peers.
Archivist? Anthony has lost Discord.
Oh dear. Give them a moment to return then.
Or we can plot what we're going to do against the hybrid.
Well, I use your net and your syringe. Or stole this. Well, he got this syringe stolen from a mob.
Indeed, it would seem Mr. Richards, if he is the hybrid, well, whether or not he's the hybrid, he's had his syringe stolen.
Yeah.
A message, see if he returns.
Because he's still on tabletop, isn't he? So it's not like he's lost.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's not. So then we've had people lose wasn't somebody in a storm and they lost everything, or they reset. So.
Welcome back.
Ah. Anthony, are you back with us? Hello.
He's on Discord, but I don't hear him.
How bothersome.
I mean, is it the mythos phase at the moment now?
It is currently the mythos phase. We are currently waiting on the Deep One hybrid to move the hunting Deep One, which is
which is why we have to wait for him. We have to wait for him to move it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Purely for biasness, I should clarify. I myself have no inkling on who the Deep One hybrid could be.
Yeah.
Back.
Excellent.
I don't know what happened.
Welcome back.
As I was saying, it is time once again for the Deep One hybrid to move the hunting Deep One, and I will once again clarify that these two spaces are adjacent to one another. Should you choose to employ?
Wait, what happened before? Because I missed a lot of what happened.
You are no longer restrained by the fishing net, as we remembered that Miss Goldberg is stunned.
Okay, where's my syringe?
It has been stolen by a Deep One, who is currently in your space. Now, as I was saying...
Wait, so we now... Ah, okay.
Well then, as I was saying, it is now time to move the hunting Deep One. So, investigators, please apply your blindfolds. And Deep One hybrid, please remove your blindfold and move the hunting Deep One up to 2 spaces. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remove your blindfolds. Oh my, how awfully predictable.
Oh god, I'm tied up. This is not going to go well for me.
The hunting Deep One
is it going to be going well? Because now you're protected.
As its stocky anatomy allows. You dive away, trying your best to avoid injury. Each investigator in the hunting Deep One space suffers 2 face-down damage. Agility negates.
Negated.
I'll use I'll use a clue, so I take. Is it 1 face down?
Yes, 1 face down damage, and I'm afraid, Miss Downs and Miss Goldberg, since you have both suffered 1 or more damage, you are also restrained.
Die.
To be fair, I'm tied up, so restrained, kind of.
Well, quite. Holding its stolen syringe, the Deep One races through the university. It moves 3 spaces away to end on a space as far away from the nearest investigator as possible.
Sorry, Archivist, didn't I kill him?
This is a new Deep One, a frail and fragile-looking specimen.
This is the one that's got
has stolen your syringe.
This happened in the Mythos phase.
It did, yes. I believe you weren't with us for that.
Yep.
Okay. Did I suffer anything like damage or?
No, I will read the text again for your benefit. 1 moment, please. Let's see. Yes, you were approached by a peculiar Deep One. They're barely half the size of the others you've seen. Their limbs are frail and thin. You can't imagine it poses any serious threat, and as it turns out, you are correct. The Deep One leaps at you, climbing over your body and frisking you uncomfortably. The investigator throws the miniature beast aside, realizing too late that the treacherous amphibian holds their syringe. At which point we removed your syringe of poison. And the thief has since fled from you.
Okay.
And now a horror check against the hunting Deep One.
Okay.
You make the mistake of locking eyes with the monster. The solemn look it returns to you indicates no ill will. Although fearsome, the creature wants nothing more than to reunite with its lost family. Is that so wrong? Suffer 2 face-down horror. Influence negates. Influence rolls, everyone, please.
Oh, I'm okay.
I think I roll 1 less, so I only roll 3.
Correct.
2
Wow.
success.
Yes.
Improbable. You have all passed, which means it is now the investigator phase.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going
happy.
first.
Well, I'm happy to let Ursula go first. Otherwise,
No, I'm going first. I'll go first. I'm ready. I want that syringe.
I sense discord, which means we will consult the cards. Will all investigators please draw a card? Turn order will be decided from lowest to highest.
Oh.
These cards may be traded if you consent. So, Gloria,
Okay.
would you care to go first?
I'll go first.
I'd like to give the first to Gloria. No, not Gloria. Ursula. Sorry. I'd like to swap. Is that okay, Ursula?
Gloria, is the poison ready now?
No, so what the poison card says is it has to turn red.
What just
So
happened?
the-
I got it.
The poison has
I thought
turned
you
I
have
got
red.
it.
Yeah, no, I got
I
Hey,
did
it.
it.
hey,
I got that.
sorry.
No,
I think
you
so.
I
did
got
not.
that.
I didn't.
You might
I
have done
didn't
it.
hear what. Gloria, what did you say? I didn't hear what you say.
I'll just quickly say it has to turn red before we can use it.
Okay, it's not ready yet.
No.
Darn. And we have a bloody monster that we cannot.
I
anything
should
about it?
clarify.
Can we rewind, guys?
I should clarify. The
'Cause-
poisons have turned red.
Oh, the poison have turned red.
Right.
Yeah. To be fair, I think Anthony might have had the one. Oh, sorry.
I had the one.
I
This
think
is
you
what's
did.
confused me.
Very well. If Gloria does agree with that, then
Much as I hate to say it, because we're giving the hybrid the first turn, he did unfortunately have it.
well, then that is very, very
Why
noble
do you
of
do-
you
why-
to admit. And
Why do you give the? Why do you give the first?
No, what happened is I think he drew it. He drew it, but he put it in
I
front
drew
of
the
you when he
one,
flipped.
but I put it here because that's where
Yeah.
you put the pile.
my
yeah.
mistake.
Okay.
Mr. Richards,
Yeah.
then your first action, please.
Right, I'm out. Right.
1 moment, please. You will, of course, have to pass an
Oh yeah,
evade
I've got
check.
to evade.
The hunting deep one seizes your shoulders and pins you to the floor. A strength roll,
No.
please. 3 is a success.
Oh damn.
Mommy wants to bring you home.
Ugh.
I'm afraid that is a failure, which means you are helplessly overpowered. You suffer 2 face-up damage and forfeit your action. Two face-up damage, please. See, a minor injury and a pinched nerve, which will remain face up until such a time as you have ended your turn without performing a move action. A more arduous task in a 3-turn, 3-action game. Your second action, please, Mr. Richards. I assume you'd like to attempt another evade. Mr.
Hold up.
Richards?
Hold up, I'm thinking. Give me a second. What's this pinch nerve thing?
It will remain face up until you end your turn without spending a movement action. It does not do anything, it's simply harder to get rid of than a face down damage.
Ah, okay. But I can move with it. I'm a bit
You
confused
may,
about the
yes.
moving bit.
You are not
Okay.
prevented from moving.
I am actually going to. I haven't got a syringe. God damn it! How many turns left have I got?
You have 2 actions remaining.
2 actions. I'm gonna take. Can I take a syringe of someone
You will
else?
still have to pass an evade check.
Oh God damn it! I will.
Your options are attack
I'm
or
gonna-
evade the hunting deep one. I recommend
I'll
you
evade.
evade. Good choice. The animalistic monster attacks relentlessly as you try to flee. You may forfeit your action or suffer 3 face-up damage. I believe you have
is this
miscounted
rule?
the damage you've suffered here. You may take 3 face-up damage without becoming wounded.
Very tense.
Yeah, I'm really confused. Sorry, you're doing it too quickly for me.
You may either forfeit your action or suffer 3 face-up damage and continue your action.
Oh boy.
Face up. Oh man. Okay, I'll. Do you say face up damage?
Yes, face-up damage.
Nah, I'll have to forfeit and then evade again.
Very well, your third action. Evading the clumsy
Evade.
beast is not challenging, but being so close to the monster seems very dangerous. Suffer 2 face-up damage unless you move your investigator 1 space and end your action.
Okay.
Very well, 1 space, you've ended your action. Second investigator, please.
Okay. Gloria, do you want to pass me the syringe so we can try to get rid of the hybrid?
Yep, I'm very happy. So do you want me to go? Yeah, so on your turn.
Will have to pass an evade check, as I feel I've already said at this point.
Yep, I know.
How about you used it? How about you use your thingy on the big guy?
What?
Why don't you use it on the big guy?
I don't have any more syringe.
That's what I'm going to give it
and
back.
Yeah, we need to kill the deep one hybrid to win the game. So.
What's your syringe on then?
I've used it on Wilson, but it was too early, so it didn't kill him.
Right. So,
Is the
great.
poison ready
I know
now?
exactly how this game's going to go. Brilliant. Fantastic. Carry on. Do whatever you're doing then.
Your first action, please, Miss Downs.
Well, I'm asking.
Yep, I'll hand it over as long. Yeah, I think you have to do the evade check first.
Miss Downs, you
Ursula,
wish to attempt an evade check. I don't know why you're rolling dice. I need a yes or a no.
Yes, I'm trying to do an. Yes, sorry. It's not always agility. Sorry.
Evading the clumsy beast is
gonna...
not challenging, but being so close to the monster is very dangerous. You may suffer 2 face-up damage, or move your investigator 1 space and end your action.
Oh. I'm gonna suffer 2 damage.
Hold.
Face up, you said?
Face up, yes.
I'm gonna risk it.
Exhaustion. When you gain a condition, discard 1 clue. Oh my. And back spasm. Immediately drop 2 random items. 1 random item.
One?
Yes, of course, you're both restrained, aren't you?
Yeah, but we haven't swapped items yet, so at least I can give you the syringe.
You've dropped your Derringer, I'm afraid.
Someone?
Yes, you have the forensic evidence, don't you? Remember that could be used to move the deep one.
Even the hunting one?
Yes, that is a deep one.
Oh, well, then... I would have done that before trying to exchange the syringe. I didn't thought it was for working in the hunting.
I will allow you to reconsider your first action.
Because I would have used the forensic evidence to move the hunting
would you like to
one.
reconsider your attempt to evade that?
Yes, I reconsider my
Very
attempt.
well, then. Please discard the forensic evidence and move the hunting deep one up to 3 spaces.
So, 1, 2, 3.
Very well, your second action, please.
Can you move that as well? Can he be moved?
Yes, I suppose he can.
Can you move him back?
1,
Yeah.
2, yes.
Okay. I'm not sure I see the logic behind this decision, but...
Yeah, there's not logic in that. I don't know why you've done that.
Because he has the other syringe and I want.
Ah, yes, of course.
So now,
Your
well, if
second
now
action,
I'm gonna
please.
trade. second action, I want to trade the syringe with Gloria, so we can try it on Wilson again.
Yep,
well,
that works for me.
Oh my God.
You will have to pass an evade check against the Deep One thief, of course.
Oh, okay.
Well, less dangerous.
Again, a yes or a no, not a dice roll.
Oh, sorry, Dom. Yes, I will try an evade action.
The Deep One has no interest in keeping you from leaving. It swings a fist at you to chase you away. Suffer 1 face-up damage. Oh dear.
Oh, no.
You have become lost in time and
Lost in
space.
time and space. You're stuck. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'll try and save us both, Ursula.
Me and you now, hybrid.
There we are. And your
Oh, boy.
third action, please resolve your lost in time and space card.
It's a yeah. Flip the card.
You are in Relay, the submerged city. You try not to panic. A will roll, please.
Fitting.
Am I?
Oof.
You flail in the water and collide with a strange artifact. You become lost in time and space once more.
It's up to you, Gloria.
Yes,
I will
Gloria,
do
your
my
third
best.
investigator. Your first action, please.
Am I tied up?
You are restrained and tied up. You may attempt to remove the rope, however, you may not move. I would imagine you'd want to
At
attempt
least I'm
to
not
brawl with the
restrained.
Deep One first, at any rate.
Yes, can I attack the deep one?
You
That's
may.
next to
I
me.
see you have no weapon, so an unarmed attack, I assume.
Oh, I could use a spell, couldn't I? Ooh,
You could.
I'll use shriveling.
Very well, attacking the Deep One with a spell. You press your palms together tightly and whisper over them the arcane words. A lore roll, please. 2 is a success. Success. You pull your hands apart and a cord of crackling energy reaches out, ensnaring your foes. And any number of monsters within range suffer damage equal to the spell's damage. For a total of 3 damage. The frail, weak Deep One thief is dead. The frail Deep One
Right.
body hits the floor
Can I
and the
say something
syringe
quickly?
rolls out of its hand. Place the poison in the monster's space. Now, please flip your shriveling spell.
It says no effect. So.
Can I quickly say something?
Works
Okay.
exactly
Please.
as expected. Yes, please do.
Right. Stab yourself, Gloria, is what I'm saying. If you're not the hybrid, prove to Ursula that you
I
stabbed
think you
yourself.
may not be as convincing as you think you are. When people tell me to stab myself, my usual go-to response is no.
I think that's not a bad idea, actually. But what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to pick up the second thing so Wilson doesn't get it.
If he's not the hybrid, then he should be able to take the...
Yeah, no, I will do it. So I'll pick up the second one. Okay. And then for my third action, I'm going to just try and get out of the restraints first. And then next turn, I'll do it.
Very well. An agility roll, please.
Oh, I didn't take a clue at the start of my turn. Oh, so
Very well. I will allow you to spend your hypothetical clue you could have drawn.
yes, please. Can I
Very
do
well.
that? So,
Which means you now have the rope and are no longer bound by it. Which I believe was your third action. You are no longer restrained.
did somebody get me a new shriveling? Sorry, because I think I meant to discard it. I'm not sure if
Yes,
I
I
did.
have given you a new shriveling
Oh,
spell.
thank you.
Worry
Okay,
not.
so that's me done.
Which leads us swiftly along to our next mythos phase. The poisons change colour again, going from a harsh red to a deep royal purple. The growls and snarls from outside grow more intense, and several more windows are destroyed by Deep Ones, either punching the glass or throwing projectiles in a bid to infiltrate the building, showering many rooms with broken glass. All investigators who are not in the morgue or the classroom, and for the benefit of realism, let's say alternate dimensions, Suffer 2 face-up damage. Strength negates.
Yeah.
A strength roll, please, Miss Goldberg.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, away.
Mr. Richards, do you wish to spend your clue token? Mr.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Sorry, my internet keeps on coming out.
Well, I assume you are spending your clue token, which means only Miss Goldberg suffers 1 face-up damage.
Eek. Don't know if I'll survive long enough.
A broken leg, oh my. It means if you move more than once as a part of your move action, you must flip 1 damage face up.
Wow. Oh dear. She's not having a good time.
Indeed.
Nope.
And now the hunting Deep One senses the will of the one it came to protect. Investigators, blindfolds on, please.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Now, Deep One Hybrid, remove your blindfold and move your violent minion. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remove your blindfolds, please. My, it seems it has returned. And it attacks Mr. Richards. With an ear-splitting roar, the monster brings its fist smashing down upon you. Mr. Richards, you suffer 1 damage. Agility negates. Mr. Richards, an agility roll, please.
Okay.
Agility negated. However, this does of course mean it instead devastates the university floor, scattering rubble around you. Which again will not bother you so much in that particular space. Now a horror check. The beast towers over you, knowing it could crush you with one hand, fills you with dread. Your only solace is that you could easily outrun it. Suffer 2 face-up horror. Will negates. Oh dear, well, a clear winner in that regard. 2 face-up horror, I'm afraid, Miss Goldberg.
Unlucky.
Quite.
Good thing that I
A minus shot, and once again,
I'm lost in time and space as well.
Lost in time and space.
Shit!
Well, it seems you have been quite careless with your suspect, investigators. You really must try to remain in one dimension when you're threatening someone. You over there.
What? So what happens to their items? Do their items go with them?
They do, yes.
God damn it!
Sorry to say, Mr. Richards. And with
this
that,
is really bad because if he suffers it, he can go to anywhere in the map.
They may, yes. Well, with
he's the hybrid. Can you not tell?
I am unbiased.
I'm gonna know when he's gonna.
Events. I'll know for certain once you kill one another. Before then, however, although I do sense we're coming up on some manner of conclusion, we have been playing for 2 hours, so let's take a short break. Take a moment to collect yourselves, gather notes, and plot murder if you're so inclined. It is currently 1 minute past the hour. Let us reconvene at 10 minutes past the hour, so a 9-minute break. I will see you then, investigators.
This has been really fun, by the way.
I'm just going to shoot myself now, to be honest.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back, everyone. Right, so as I was saying, it is now the investigator phase. So please, assuming there's to be more disagreements, please draw a card from the deck. From lowest to highest, these will denote your terms. Alright, well then, Ms. Downs, do you wish to go first?
Gloria!
Trade your card.
I would trade my card with Gloria.
Why?
You want to go first, Gloria?
Yeah. So I'm lost in
Go
time and
ahead.
space, aren't I?
Both lost
So
in time and
how do I
space.
get out
Well
of
then,
lost in time and
Ms.
space? Sorry.
Goldberg, please flip your lost in time and space card. You are in the city of the Great Race, the objective and self-named Great Race. The denizens of this world are welcoming, but you feel uneasy. An observation roll, please. 2 is a success.
Oh, I get a clue. Sorry, at the start of my turn. Yeah.
Success.
Woohoo.
You realize the creatures would keep you. You suffer 1 face-down horror and return yourself to any explored space on the board.
Okay, interesting. Let's see what he does. See what the hybrid does.
Where's my character?
There you are.
Okay.
Where are you gonna go, mister?
If he's an hybrid, he's gonna flee somewhere away. If he's not, he's gonna try to kill Weston. Ah, traitor!
I'm so sorry, Chris. It was so hard.
No problem. That's why you. Yeah. You were right.
Do I get
twist? Well then, Mr.
Where
Richards.
are you? Where's he gone?
No,
I can't actually see his marker.
Beg your pardon, Ms. Goldberg, you have 2 actions remaining.
Oh, where is he gone?
Just-
I can't see him.
I'm right in the corner, hallway 5 at the very top right.
Okay.
Can I destroy the syringes?
I'm afraid not, no.
Okay.
Gloria, not Gloria, the other one. Ursula.
I'm going to stay there. I'm just going to not do anything for my next 2 turns.
You can still get back from time and space and go to exactly where he is. So.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go last. You want to give me
you tricked me! No!
Very well, Ms. Richards, do you wish to go next, or would you like to exchange cards with Ms. Downs?
Either way, I've got to get over there. So, I mean, yeah, let's exchange. You can have that.
Very well. Your first action, please flip your lost in time and space card. You are in the past. You recall an anomaly in this time period and try to access it safely. A lore roll, please.
The move you should have done, Pastor, was come close to me.
I'm hoping to run you out of time, you see. That's my plan.
Ah, darn.
I'm afraid you remember the steps incorrectly and must face the consequences. You are still lost in time and space. I said I was unbiased.
I think
this is really terribly exciting. I really was quite confident it was Mr. Richards who was the hybrid.
I also suffer 1 damage that was written on the last in time card.
Oh, was it?
Oh no, if you pass. Sorry.
No, I don't believe it was.
Just for story continuity, you know when we played the scenario where we were on the ship?
Yeah.
I was the Deep One hybrid on that as well.
Yeah, it's the first
So actually, there's story continuity.
Now, Yugoth, the terraced Blackstone towers are hard to maneuver around. An agility roll, please, Ms. Downs.
Come on, dice.
Come on.
Oh dear. You become hopelessly lost at
Cthulhu,
your
hear
own,
me.
and escape at your... If you fail, you become hopelessly lost and escape at your earliest opportunity. Discard this card and... yes, still lost in time and space. The confusing usage of the word escape there, if you ask me.
I'm stuck in time!
And now you are in the future. The people of this era have small devices that can guide you. However, they also have targeted advertisements. An influence roll, please.
Not good. I got less dice.
Well,
Yeah.
at last. You convince them to help, but are horrified at the breadth of knowledge they command. Suffer one face down horror, and return yourself to the Miskatonic University.
I made a mistake because I probably should have taken the net. So you kept your rope, sorry.
Well.
Mr. Richards, your first action, please.
I'm guessing I'm evading because I can't fight that thing and I haven't got a syringe. If I had a syringe, I'd kill him.
Indeed. The beast moves to bite you. Suffer one face-up damage and become poisoned, or move your investigator one space and end your action.
Oh, okay.
Very well, your second action, please.
Run.
Do you remember this space is adjacent to the deep one
Come
already?
and help me!
No, don't tell him that.
Oh, thank you. One,
So that's
two.
So this was your first action, then second action.
Wait. No, you confused me now. So hold on.
So your first action, you've moved one for free. But so
I moved one.
Yes, as
Yeah,
your
yeah,
evading
that's
action.
your first action.
Yes. You moved one
Yeah,
space
okay,
and
so
ended
now
your
I've
action
got-
to avoid being bitten. Now for your second action.
1, 2.
And third action.
Will be, where is he? That's the best way to get to him.
Here. We're here.
I'm trying to work the best route.
Both paths are 5 spaces away.
1, 2.
Very well. Which means...
And then I've got... Wait, one more action, haven't I?
No, you do not have one more action.
Oh, okay.
Which means it is now the Mythos phase. The snarling from deep ones surrounding you is almost continuous. The investigator with the lowest lore gasps. Why do they gasp? We shall find out. Mr. Richards, you begin to notice patterns in the sound. It is not simply a growl. The beasts are saying something to you. Suffer 2 face-up horror. Influence negates.
Course. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit.
And one more.
Oh no.
That is to say 1 face-up horror.
Okay.
Darn.
Alright, it's okay. I can take it.
Hallucinations. 1 fewer die on observation tests, I'm afraid.
Okay. Does that stay like that now? Keep face up. Yeah.
I'm afraid so.
Okay.
The hunting deep one senses the will of it, the one it came to protect, assuming the hybrid is now quite open with their identity.
Yes.
Let's assume they can simply move it without the need for blind.
1, 2.
That is a third space, it may only move 2 spaces.
Oh, only 2. Sorry, I thought it could move 3.
Phew. Good thing it moved only 2 space.
And fortunately there is no one to pass a horror check against the beast. The
Fantastic.
investigator phase now, the random generation which could well end the game for one team or the other. Please draw cards to determine turn order.
Oh. Oh, that's so.
1 card, please.
Stop it.
Oh,
yes.
No. Curses.
Right, that's it.
Yes,
Here you go.
you can
I'm
come
going.
and help me.
Well, Mr. Richards.
1, 2. And then that one.
And your third action.
Oh, how do I do this?
Take
Why?
a syringe. Pick
You
a
may
Take a
syringe.
syringe.
To
I'm
steal.
fighting you off.
You may attempt to steal a syringe with either strength, agility, or observation, matching the
Oh, it's gonna be strength.
statistic against your
Strength.
opponent. Yes, strength is the most logical decision. A strength roll, please, from each of you.
Don't miss. Don't miss.
Oh my.
How come you got?
Darn.
Oh, a
Yes!
roll. How very
2v2.
improbable.
Oh man.
Ms. Downs, Your turn.
I'm gonna try to steal a syringe from him
With?
using agility.
Very well. An agility roll from each of you, please.
Can you try and steal the net as well, just in case so we can...
I'm afraid she isn't stealing anything this turn.
Oh no.
Your second
Trying
turn
again.
and final chance to end the game here and now.
Come on.
Second action, trying again.
With agility again, I assume.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Ah.
Your third action.
Come on.
Downs.
Come on.
Well, my third action is the same thing, even if I cannot inject him this turn.
Oh dear.
Fuck. Bull crap.
It is a dire day for humanity, it appears. A Deep One hybrid, your turn.
We have to give chase. We have to.
2, 3,
Hey, you can just kill one of us
4,
and he's gonna win.
5.
And
I mean,
this is the limits of your movement.
Well, oh, sorry. Okay, I'll stop there.
Very well,
So-
seeking shelter amongst your beastly companion.
You could have, the other option, you could have injected both of us.
It would have been a.
And then we
You
would have lost.
had to consent to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Another
Yeah.
Deep One makes their way into the building, seeking to protect their relatives. Place a Deep One as indicated. The Deep One moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator.
Oh, if only I'd been 1 square to the left.
Deep One hybrid, please move the hunting Deep One up to 2 spaces. It does not attack. However, you do of course have to pass a horror check against the creature on your own side, though it may be. The fact that this creature exists fills you with dreadful thoughts of what else might lurk in the ocean depths. Suffer 2 face down horror, law negates.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, I'm good.
Yes, it's fine. And now a horror check against the regular Deep One. You hear a horrible scrunching sound and realise the Deep One is gnawing on a worm-ridden human arm. Suffer 1 face-up horror, no negation.
Oh, what?
Darn.
Mediocrity and paranoia, oh dear. I suppose learning one of your colleagues is an aquatic monster will do that to you. And
Suffer the hover.
I've been deceived by a Deep One. I'm a mediocre investigator.
it is the investigator phase once more. Please
Was that a
return.
horror phase that we just did?
Yes, we just did the horror phase.
Okay.
There we go. Don't forget, you become focused since you resolved a horror check.
Oh yeah, of course. Nice focus.
There you are. I'll put it in front of you.
Nice focus. Okay, thank you.
Please draw your
I draw it.
turning cards.
Yep.
And flip your cards.
First guy.
Dear investigators, it seems you've become cornered.
Hold on, I'm just reading this paranoia. What does that do?
At the end of your turn, if there is another investigator within range, you will flip 1 horror face up. You have 2 face down horror.
What to do? What to do?
Give up. Embrace the darkness.
If we go this way, we're going to meet with this guy. Should we kill this thing, or just run past it?
Well, we need to kill him, but the problem is gonna keep running away from us.
Yeah.
Gonna be pretty hard to corner him. I would run past him because this is our target.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to try and run this way.
Very well. An evade check against
Can I move
the
past?
deep one. The deep one emits a low
So,
burbling
hold on.
sound. Go on.
If I move, can I move past, or I still have to evade?
You will have to pass an
I
evade
have to
check if
move.
you attempt to leave the space.
Okay.
As I was saying, the deep one emits a low burbling sound like bubbling water. A will roll, please. 1 is a success.
Oh, that's good. Wait, that's not me.
You have a will of 3.
God damn it!
Well, by the will of your clue token, you succeed, which means you remain unfazed. Please continue with your action.
Okay, so that was one action there.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 actions.
Correct.
3 actions.
Very well. And finally, Ms. Downs. Ursula Downs, your turn.
It's Gloria. It's Gloria.
Gloria.
Hmm? Oh, beg your pardon.
Do you want to swap?
No problem.
Do you want to swap? Ursula, do you want to go next?
Yes.
No. Go ahead, Gloria. Make your move.
Fight me. Don't run away like a coward. Fight me.
Hold on. You've got a really high strength, haven't you? Right, I'm going to attempt to trap you with a fishing net. No, is it worth it? Is it worth it? How far can I run? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Got the rope and the fishing net.
Yeah, I can only move a maximum of 4 away anyway. So I'm going to use the fishing net on you, if that's okay. It says attempt to trap the suspect.
Very well. Fishing net, an observation roll then, please. Oh dear.
Okay.
Failure, I'm afraid.
I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, assuming you move through this way, but essentially, yes, you may move there. Very well, now, Ms. Downs.
I'm gonna try to rejoin my friend Wilson, Richard. And so I'm gonna move and try to evade the deep one.
Very well. As you flee, the deep one rakes you with its claws like sharpened coral. Suffer 2 face-down damage. Agility negates.
Come on.
Successfully negated.
Right.
Please continue.
Yeah.
All my move will make. I'm gonna rejoin my friend and I'm done.
Now, a sneaking suspicion of what our deep hunting deep one will be doing next turn, but I guess we'll find out. A mythos phase. It seems like everywhere you look, there are more deep ones clambering into the building, and within moments, you will be overwhelmed. Wilson Richards holds their head as the panic overwhelms them. They suffer 1 face-up horror and become dazed. No negation.
Bugger.
Face up horror, right?
Correct. Minor shock. No cause for alarm.
Sorry, Ursula, I think you need a. Have you had your face up horror?
Ursula?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, 1 moment. No, this is only affecting Mr. Richards.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Well, I was just hoping.
The deep one moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. And as I'm sure you remember, the hybrid commands the hunting deep one. How very predictable.
Yep.
The hunting deep one grabs the investigators, the webbing on its massive hands encasing them like a cocoon, and throws them, oh dear, Hybrid, I fear your lumbering beast may be working against your best interest.
No,
Each
no,
investigator on the Hunting Deep One space moves 2 spaces towards the university front door.
No!
And
Wait,
there is an impassable
happened?
border on the Stegosaurus skeleton. I suspect you'll want to move yourselves here.
That's not good news.
That's just the problem of animalistic psychics. However, you do of course still have to suffer a horror check. The creature's roar reverberates through your head and you fear you'll never hear anything else. Each of you become dazed.
Again?
Well, not you, the others. Oh no, I beg your pardon. So yes, only Ms. Downs. Well, with that, investigator phase. Now, investigators, please draw cards for what could well. Beg your pardon, what was that for? Oh,
That's for this. I didn't claim it.
I assume you mean your Tome of Horrors.
I've got the
Yeah.
same for us. Oh no, you took it off. I should never have taken
Speaking of which, actually, yes, your the paranoia. That's right. Please flip 1 horror face up since you ended your turn within range of another investigator.
Oh, okay.
So yes, please draw 1. Well, I'll just do it for you. There you are.
I've done it. I did it.
You flipped your entire deck. Right, now, investigators, please draw turn cards for what could well be your final chance.
I got 2.
Woohoo!
Oh dear. Although you do have the hybrid backed into a corner, there may still be hope.
I mean, he can explore, so.
Don't give him an idea.
Ms. Goldberg,
Right,
your first action, please.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I can explore for 1 action, then I can get to the hybrid at the Hunting Deep One for 2. So yeah, I'm going to open this vault door to see what's in there.
Very well. The vault lies beyond this door. You discover the university's sturdy and, so far as you know, impenetrable vault. Remove this explore token and place the vault tile. And of course, a door.
It's a good place for you to be. Fine.
The enormous steel door is on your left. Place an explore token as indicated. One of the university's professors, Professor Hills to be exact, is fixated on the door, muttering anxiously to herself. Placing a person token.
Oh no. He's gonna run past and stab her and run away.
You may move 1 space into the explored area.
No, I think I'm not going to do that.
Understandable.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wait, can I contest him?
You cannot.
He's walking
no.
past me, can I contest him?
I'm afraid not.
That's something that needs to be put in the game, because that's stupid.
Ms. Downs.
Well, 1, 2. Let's try to win this.
Very well. First of all,
I'm gonna evade. I'm gonna
Correct.
try to evade the Hunting Deep One and
the
steal 1
beast
syringe from
moves to bite you, suffer 1 damage and become poisoned, or move your investigator 1 space and end your action.
I don't do that.
I'm gonna get the poison.
Oh dear, you're lightheaded. Please flip 1 horror face up. Oh, hold on. Oh no, this is not what I thought. Fear the unknown. Do not become lost in time and space again. And, as I said, you are now poisoned, I'm afraid.
Yep.
However, you have not
You
ended
resolved
your
that
action,
in
which
turn.
means your second action, I assume, will be to attempt to rob Ms. Goldberg.
Boo,
Yep.
thieves. Thieves,
With the
boo.
agility.
An agility roll, please, Ms. Goldberg.
Please. 4
Come on.
right now.
Ah,
No! What?
Oh,
Oh,
damn it.
I suppose there's no real need for Ms. Goldberg to roll then. Your third action, please,
No.
Ms. Downs.
I'll try again.
Very well, another evade check. The hunting
He's
deep
very
one
good at
seizes
evading.
your shoulders and pins you to the floor. Miss Goldberg, a strength roll, please. 3 is a success.
Shit.
Oh, so close, and yet you are helplessly overpowered. You suffer 2 face-up damage and forfeit your action.
I may die.
Afraid you are wounded. Oh, hold on. Yes, you are, I'm afraid, wounded. Although you're also fearless, so that's nice. Let's see. Fearless. And
I'm gonna be no longer dazed.
well, now, Mr. Richards, humanity rests in your hands.
Poison? At the end of my turn?
Yeah, you resolve your poison.
Yes, of course. Cytotoxin. You try to remember how to apply the antidote. A law check, please. Excellent. It's not as difficult as it seems. Discard this card. Now, Mr. Richards.
I mean, I've got to do it, but I've got to do paranoia as well. So 1, 2.
Very well. Now, I assume you'd like to attempt to rob Miss Goldberg.
I need to do this though first, don't I?
No, you have not yet ended your turn.
Okay. Yes, I will attempt to rob.
An evade check against the deep one, the hunting deep
Good
one.
luck.
The beast moves to bite you once more. Suffer 1 face-up damage and become poisoned, or move your investigator 1 space and end your action.
Hey?
The beast moves to bite you. Suffer 1 damage and become poisoned, or move your investigator 1 space and end your action.
No, I'll take it. I'll take the damage.
Well, only 1.
Face up, did you say?
Correct. A minor injury, nothing more. Now, your second action, now that you've evaded the beast.
Okay, I will steal.
Very well. The statistic, I assume strength. I'll take your dice rolling as a yes. A strength roll, please, Miss Goldberg. Oh.
You are.
At last,
No.
Mr. Richards,
Finally.
please take 1 item from Miss
I
Goldberg.
can take 1 item. Okay.
Correct.
I will take the syringe.
And your third action.
I will plunge that syringe in my ex-friend, who's
Not
now going to
until
die.
you pass an evade check.
Oh, come on.
Investigators,
Okay.
your evade check is as follows. The beast moves to bite you again. You may suffer 1 face-up damage, and you are already poisoned.
Yes.
So please
Take the
suffer 1
damage.
face-up damage. Miss Downs, do you agree to restrain Miss Goldberg?
Yes.
You do.
Do
Well
I get a
then.
choice?
No,
It's
you
clear
don't.
the poison is potent.
No,
The
you
investigator cries out in pain and falls to their knees. The poisoned investigator, Ms. Goldberg, please flip your agenda card. Ms. Goldberg was a Deep One hybrid. With the imposters they came for slain, the Aquatic Legion slowly begins to thin and the invasion comes to an end. The Deep Ones are soon in full retreat. They leave Arkham and eventually dry land altogether, returning to their distant, sunken city. You may have triumphed today, but if these Deep One hybrids were truly ignorant to their ancestry, then who knows how many other hybrids are out there, dwelling amongst the humans around the globe. What if the ocean dwellers formulate the same theory? What if this so-called retreat is only an amassing of forces before a global invasion? For now, though, the investigation is complete.
Well, it looks like the good guys lost. These poor deep ones that just want to hope.
Indeed. That was certainly.
You see how loyal they are to the pawn? We kill one
wild
of them
ride
and they
there,
leave.
yes.
Oh,
No
man.
loyalty.
I
I was worried about this.
I must commend Miss Goldberg when Mr. Richards looked at your card and you simply asked, well, I assume we know it's the other one. I truly believed you there. I'm absolutely certain it was Mr. Richards, so bravo indeed.
I do
The
love
thing
my
is, last time
games.
we played this, I called out that they were straight away, so I didn't want to do it straight away.
Well, that was certainly a close one. I truly had no idea who was going to win that. So congratulations,
that was madness.
Congratulations, humans. That was a bold and decisive win right at the very end.
No, that was really good fun. Thank you.
Yes, I hope you've all enjoyed yourself regardless of whether or not you're still alive.
Yep.
I feel like did I get an apology from Ursula?
Yes, I'm
Damn
sorry
me.
to
Can I just ask
you.
Dome, how many more turns did I have to last? Was that the last one? If I'd made it through,
That was
or
the final turn. Yes.
So you were one. Because also just a point. I had a clue token. So you know that roll you did.
Yeah.
If I'd had like a, I think I got one success and it was a blank. If I'd had a question mark,
Yeah.
I would have done it. So one die away from. That's how
very
close
close.
it got.
And yet,
That was close.
so far.
Wow. Madness. What would have happened the last turn? Like, loads of them would have come in
The
and we
deep one, yes,
lost.
the deep ones would have overwhelmed the university, killed you all, and dragged their relatives away over your bloody
That would have been the
corpses.
happy ending. That was the happy ending.
For you, yes, you'd still have been alive at any rate. Not necessarily happy, but...
I mean, I like how at the ending they're just like, and they start walking away from the match, and you're like, why would anyone let them go? Shoot them, destroy them, or?
Well, I suspect there were too many for that. At any rate, I hope you've all enjoyed yourself, and I hope to see you in our next investigation. Until then, good night, investigators. Stay sharp, and if you suspect anyone of being a hybrid, best just murder them immediately next time, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good night. Well, and with that, we conclude another investigation. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves as well and found this educational, if nothing else. As I said to the investigators, treat suspicion with violence if unsure. And yes, hope you all look forward to our next investigation. Head over to Discord if you wish to sign up. I will see you then. That is the board. Good night, investigators. I've been the Archivist, signing out.